John, thanks for joining us here at East End Park. The hustle and bustle of a derby day never tends to disappoint, and it was quite dramatic at the end. How did you view it all?
Yeah, well, it certainly was dramatic at the end. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I think I don't know how many people were in here tonight, but they saw two great goals, two excellent goals. You know, you've got to compliment Don Thomas on his strike as well. It was a great strike. We've got to come out and try and close him down because we know he's got that quality, so you've got to do that. But Brad's is equally as good, and two great goals. We weren't at our fluent best, you know, but it's a derby game, and obviously both teams are up for it. Sometimes, you know, it's more easier to spoil than it is to play, you know, so we've got to be able to rise to that challenge and overcome that challenge. And maybe tonight it didn't quite click for us to get that flowing movement as well as we'd liked. Although the surface was very good, it was very slick, and so if your touch wasn't really good, it was coming off you, and then obviously that was giving, you know, Dunfermline an opportunity to try and, you know, take the ball off us. So that happened probably a little bit too often in the first half for us to get any real fluid going. But I didn't think again that, I mean, their goalkeeper had a really good save for Aidan Connolly from a free kick. I didn't think that Jamie had an awful lot to do in the first half, although I would say that it felt like Dunfermline were a bit more dominant than us, but I didn't think he had an awful lot to do. He actually had a great save in the second half, and he didn't get the credit for it because the referee gave a goal kick, and it was a great save. It was fantastic. We were right behind it, and even in there, Jamie was saying he wanted the credit for the save. So a kind of typical kind of derby game, but going behind as we did changed things a little bit, put them under a lot more pressure. We created some opportunities. There was one that we felt we didn't know how it didn't go in because it was a great ball, I think, by Regan Tumulty, and it went in the back post area. We've hit a great shot, and you're just waiting to hit the back of the net, and somehow or other the next thing the ball ricochets and it's clear. But thankfully for us, you know, the spirit in the camp, the spirit between all the players was amazing. They kept on going, and it was a great strike from Brad. And you know, at that time we were well on top and we're creating chance after chance, and you know, another 5 minutes I think we maybe win the game. So when you've not got nothing, you've not got a point, then you take the point. You're away from home, derby, you know what it is. The form book goes out the window. You just got to take the game as it is tonight, and without being at our best, we've still come away here with a situation that we had nothing and then got a point. So I think we're thankful and grateful, and you know, we kind of move on.
You mentioned the frenzy just before we actually get the goal. I mean, I think a lot of people will be waiting on the highlights, a wee bit mystified to see how we didn't actually score that. Yeah. But you know, Brad's just off to our left here. As the ball actually does come to him, it takes an incredible bit of confidence in order to execute that finish in the way that he did.
Definitely. I mean, he's no scared to shoot, Brad. You know, he's definitely not. But unfortunately, you know, we've seen these shots go, you know, in Rose Ed. But delighted tonight that he's managed to keep that down and draw it in. And we had opportunities with other ones. Matta just turned and swivelled in the box, and he's put one over the bar second half. In the first half, he's put one in Rose Ed when he should really just be hitting the target, you know, and forcing the goalkeeper into a save. So we still had bits and pieces of chances. Without again being at our best, but an amazing strike by Brad, and it gave us that what I think we deserved overall. You know, I think we definitely deserved to score a goal, and honours were even. So, to say, we take the point and move on.
Coming down to pitch side for the interviews, we got a sense what the actual conditions are like down here. How much of an impact did that have in the game?
Yeah, it must have done. Very swelly, the wind was all over the place, you know, the ball was holding up sometimes and it was actually going through another occasion, so the wind was swelling round. I don't think it was any advantage, it was no advantage, it was a disadvantage to the 22 players on the park, because it was harder to, you know, control the ball, it was harder to recognise where's it going to land, is it going to land, is it going to go through. When you got it, it was going away for you, it was difficult for the players, so that didn't help the spectacle, you know, it didn't help the spectacle, you know, coming and seeing, you know, good football. Unfortunately it was a little bit scrappy, but the players gave absolutely everything, and delighted with the fans were fantastic tonight. You know, at the end there, great, every single person, Raith Rovers and the staff were across with the fans and thanking them for coming here in big numbers tonight, and great voice from very, very early. You know, the young team were at it from really early, and the players appreciate that so much. So thanks to everyone. Just a pity there couldn't have been about another 1,000 or so of you guys at the game tonight. a little bit of pay, because I know we can do that here. We can fill that end, not that end, but the big end when it's when the right day and the right game. You know, so thanks very much. And looking at the league table, it's actually a point gained on most tonight. So we're within 4 points of the top. Long way to go.
It was a much changed team in terms of what was kind of forced upon you. The lads who have come in really acquitted themselves incredibly well, didn't they?
Yeah, there was 3 forced change. Yeah, obviously Kyle's hamstrings, was never going to get over in a few days. Likewise with Ethan Varian's shoulder, and obviously Ross Matthews was suspended. So 3, big changes for us. But yeah, delighted. Tom was excellent. I mean, he hit a great diagonal ball out to Dario in the first half, and Dario's came in, and again his shot was blocked, but he was causing him all sorts of problems in the first half as well. Matic was obviously going to go and work, because that's what he does. He works hard, and probably maybe should have got to seal a goal. And then Ethan Ross coming in, so we tweaked the system a little bit. He went into the role that Dylan's been playing more recently. Dylan dropped down in beside Brad, which he's more than capable of doing. He's actually, prefers playing in there. So the forced changes, because our back four's been virtually the same all the way through, so it's been good. The back four's been really, really good, and tonight Tom's came in and was excellent, and it'll not do him any harm. More often than not, when we play Tom, has been in a back 3 or a back 5, whatever you want to call it, and he's acquitted himself really, really well. But again tonight, even more responsibility in a game where Kevin O'Hara likes to run into that channel, and we kept him quiet tonight.
John, we'll congratulate you on your point, and congratulate your team on their character and resilience. We'll catch up with you through the week.
Thanks, David.